Hi everyone, this is quite a long video this time, but we'll be breaking it down into chunks. What we're going to be looking at throughout the whole video is how to manage your collection once you've deployed it to the blockchain. So we're looking at a mint page that I made earlier. Always sign in to get into your collection. Go to my profile, go to my collections, and then from there I can choose which collection I want to work on. Once you've got that up, you can click the three lines on the top left and you've got your collection control panel. The first one we're going to look at is manage collection. You've got a few things in here to be aware of. First of all, the balance. You don't really need to worry about that because all of your mint funds will be paid directly to your wallet. You've then got your verified creator ID and your collection ID. You don't really need those except for when you want to do something extra outside of LMNFT with your collection, such as perhaps staking or verifying your collection on secondary marketplace. Although your collection will go directly to the marketplace, you have to apply to them to be verified, and these are the sort of things that they ask for. Then you can link your Discord. I don't have a Discord, but it's easy enough. You just copy it into there. And also link your Twitter. To link your Twitter, you do need to be signed into your Twitter page. So I'll click that. And LMNFT wants to access your account, so I'll authorize the app. Lovely. And now you can see I've got a direct link to my Twitter page. Next up, you can manage your collection on Tensor. So in here, you can sign up, put your email address in and apply to be verified once you've minted a few and they can see who you are. And then you really need to do this, is add your banner image and your cover image. Get them pre-prepared. If you hover over the information mark, you can see the banner, 1500 pixels by 500, no more than 500 KB in size, and the cover image is 500 by 500. I've got mine prepared. I'm going to drag them in. There's my banner and my PFP. I save those. And now we'll go back and have a look at the collection page and it's going to look a lot smarter. There we go. The last thing we need to look at in this section is your page links. If you come down here, it used to be that LMNFT only had these rather long URLs for your mint page, and you'd have to share this long URL. We've recently put in a shorter link. This is much better for sharing on your Twitter/X page, and for sharing with your community. It's a much better option. And for this section, that's it. On the next part of the video, we'll look at setting up your sales phases. In this section, we're going to have a look at setting up your sale phases. I'm just going to quickly run through the various options you have for whitelisting on Solana. The first is wallet whitelist. Wallet whitelist is the traditional style of whitelist where you gather the wallet addresses. You have a set amount that each wallet can mint in that phase, and it's the same across all wallets. In this example, each whitelist member will be able to mint 2 per user. So you gather your wallets and you can paste them in. However, if you have a lot or you're using a facility such as Subba, the easiest way is to export them to a CSV file, copy, paste them into your address field here, and then don't forget to hit submit. The next type is token holders. This is great for a situation where you want different wallets to be able to mint different amounts, sometimes 2, sometimes 5, sometimes 3, and you don't want to do a whole load of different wallet whitelist members' whitelists. You can drop a token. So the first thing you're going to have to do is make the token. I'm using Fluxbeam here. There are other sites that you can use. First thing I'm going to do is create my token, fill out all my details, make sure you have enough supply, and above all else, make sure that you set your decimals to 0. Create your token. Now, Fluxbeam do have an airdrop tool, so you can airdrop in various quantities to different wallets, and if you reach out to them, I'm sure they'll be able to help you. I am now creating the token. I am going to put my own wallet in, and I'm going to transfer myself the amount of tokens for the amount of allowable mints that I'm giving that particular wallet. You do that for every single wallet. I'm going to transfer those. Now everything is finished, and I've got my mint address for that token. Let's paste it in here. Each token will burn as it's used, and that's that one done. The next phase we're going to look at is NFT holders. NFT holders we will use when you want to whitelist holders of a previous collection. I'm going to demonstrate that now. In fact, you can use somebody else's collection as well. Go to manage of your old collection, copy the verified creator's address, paste it into the relevant box, allocate how many mints per NFT they can mint. I've put 2 here. So if somebody has 6 on my previous mint, they can now mint 12. Pop in the price, and that's that one done. And the last one is Saga holders. Saga holders pretty much works the same as your NFT holders whitelist, but it's pre-populated for Saga holders. So all you have to do is put in the mints per user and the price. Now that you know what type of whitelist or sales phases you're going to use for your collection, we can set them up under sale phases. So I'm going to run 2 for this particular collection. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a sale phase. On Solana, you can now run your different sale phases concurrently. So if I want to run a whitelist at the same time as my public, I can now do. You just alter your start times as to when you want them to start. You can actually as well now on Solana have an end time. This is really nice if you want to add a little bit of FOMO around your whitelist phase. You can also pause a mint. I'll show you what that looks like. If you let the end date elapse, you're closing your mint effectively. You don't have to, of course, put an end time in, but it's a nice facility to have. So my second sales phase I'm going to have here will be a whitelist phase. I'm going to let it run at the same time as my public phase. I'm not putting in an end time, but what I do want to do is pay attention to how many of my collection of 50 I'm allocating to each phase. I'm not going to charge anything for my whitelist phase, but I am going to charge 100 Solana in public. So I really want more people to mint in public than I do in whitelist. So under my global mint limit for public, I'm going to allocate 40. Under my global mint limit in whitelist, I'm only going to allocate 10. Mints per user, well in public they can mint as many as they like, whereas in whitelist I only want them to have 1 mint per wallet. I'm going to add an address to my whitelist. And now everything's set up, I can deploy that. I will need to sign a TX. And now you can see I've got both my public and my whitelist phases running side by side. The last thing to show you under the sales phases section is your price lock. We are really encouraging people to use this. It means that you are guaranteeing to the minters you will never charge above a certain maximum amount in Solana only, not custom tokens. And the reason why we are encouraging people to use it is because it was requested by our minters, and it does give your minters confidence that you're not going to raise the price on them. But be aware, we cannot even adjust it for you. Once you've put that price lock in, you're never going to be able to charge more than what you put in there. So that's it for your sale phases. You have great flexibility now on Solana. Everything you do is editable, so don't worry about it other than the price lock. So have fun. And now we'll move on to the next section. Add NFT. When you use the Add NFT function, the NFT will mint directly to the creator wallet. It will be part of the collection, but it won't appear for minting on Launch My NFT. So this makes it a very useful tool for minting specials that you might want to reserve for you or your team, or for perhaps minting honorary NFTs for influencers and communities, or adding bonus NFTs post-mint for giveaways and prizes. It's useful because you can't cherry pick the NFTs that you will mint whilst minting the normal collection. Okay, so we'll go to Add NFT. And here you can see you've got a couple of options. You can add an image or an animated NFT. I've got an image ready to go. So we click and add the new artwork. Now for the NFT name, just to keep my continuity of the collection that I've already made, I'm going to still call everything demo. You don't have to, you do you, but I'm just going to keep everything the same. I'm going to put 5% royalties on this particular NFT, and I don't want it immutable. Collection address we don't need to worry about, or the update authority, because it's pulling the information from my previous collection. And with the description, this is the description of this NFT. I am going to do this as an honorary NFT for one of my colleagues. So I'm going to write it as honorary for Aesthetica. Now I'm going to add my attributes. Type, as always, is the layer name, so I'm going to call it, I'm going to have background, and the trait name will be gold, and then I want to add another one, and I'm going to call it special and honorary. And save that. You will need to sign in. You will need to approve the transaction. That's costing the same amount of mint price as minting a normal NFT. And that's done. Go back to the collection now. You can see I haven't increased the number of NFTs in the collection. It's just gone as part of the collection, but straight to my wallet. And that's it. Okay, we're nearly done now at looking at the collection control panel. The last thing we're going to look at is the burn facility. Now, really be careful that you use burn and not delete. If you hit delete, you're going to delete your whole collection off the website. We won't be looking at embed or staking in this video. Staking is currently disabled, and the embed button is, I don't have a website to demonstrate this, but if you have your own collection website and you want people to be able to mint from your website, here are the scripts in order to be able to put a mint button onto your own website. So let's go back to burn. With the burn function, you are burning a percentage of the remaining NFTs. So if you've got a collection of 2,000, you've got 500 left, you've got to figure out the percentage of those 500 that you want to burn. I've only got 5 in this collection, so I'm going to burn 20% of it and apply the change. And now you can see the collection total supply has gone from 5 to 4. And that's it. In the next section, we're going to look at a tool that's outside of the collection controls, which is Update NFT. We're now going to look at one of the tools that we have available for you if you've made a mistake or you want to upgrade artwork. It's not in the Manage Collections section, it's under Tools, and it's the Update NFT tool. Now, I want to update this NFT that I've minted, number 25. So I've been to SolScan, and I've got all the details that I need for this particular NFT. I'm going to go to Tools and Update NFT, and you can see it's asking for the token address. I want to go here, copy the token address, go back to my tool, paste it in and select. Now you can see the image, but I want to edit that. So I'm going to click the pencil. I'm going to take this one here. I'm not going to change any of the details other than I just want the attribute. I want to delete all of the attributes and just have one, which will be, instead of background, I'm going to have special, and the attribute will be pink, and I'm going to save the changes. And now you can see that my NFT has changed. And there it is on SolScan. So it's updated on the blockchain. Very simple tool to use. But I will stress that NFTs need to be updated one at a time using the Update NFT tool.